Hello, welcome again to Cathys Creative Corner. As you know, don't throw things at me yet, okay, please? It's just a little over 2 months until Christmas, and it'll be here before you know it. And if you're like I am, you get lots of Christmas cards. Now, we don't send all of our Christmas cards through the mail, but a lot of people in our church want to exchange Christmas cards, and postage is really just very expensive. So we have a built-in mailbox at our church, and we put every family's name on it, and we exchange Christmas cards that way. But I don't like to just read the Christmas card and throw it in the trash. You know, there's too much thought that goes into it and has too much meaning. So how can you display your Christmas cards? You don't want to tie a string across the living room wall and ceiling, you know, and hang them up like that, although I have done that. So I thought about a way to display Christmas cards. I went to the Dollar Tree, my favorite store in town, and I was thinking about using cardboard, and what I found was burner covers. There are 2 for $1. You get a small one and a large one. I thought that will work perfectly. So I brought them to my sewing room, sewing/craft room, and what I have done is I took my trusty old, any of you know what this thing is? And it's well used, believe me. This is an ice pick. Back before we had many ice trays and refrigerators became really popular, people would buy blocks of ice, so big, and they have to chip off their ice, and they would use an ice pick. Now, you might think I'm crazy for saying this, but I do realize some of our viewers are a little younger than we are, and they might not remember what an ice pick was for. But I took that, and I punched 2 holes in the bottom of it. Now, you know it's, you can just hang it over a nail or a hook or something like that, so we won't have to worry about anything to hang it with. But I punched these 2 holes in it because I might want to put a bow or a Christmas ornament or something right there. And I take my trusty hot glue gun. I got a package of, do you remember what these things are? Maybe if I turn them around like this, you'll remember. It's called clothespins. It's what we used to pin them on the clothesline with when we had to hang our clothes outside. And I kept them on the little card that they come on to spray paint them. I got a can of spray paint. Now you can get all of these clothespins for $1 at the Dollar Tree. Actually, you get 3 little cards. But I took them outside and I spray painted them red. You can spray paint them any color you want, or leave them plain if you prefer. And like I said, you could use a piece of cardboard for this, or a piece of wood, a real thin wood, and put applique some kind of a picture or a Christmas print on it or something. You could do it for Valentine's and decorate it with a heart or whatever. But since Christmas is coming up and time for Christmas season, Christmas cards and everything, I got my glue gun and I took a pen ahead of time and marked around my burner cover and hope that I've got them pretty evenly spaced where I want to hot glue my clothespins. Hot glue gun clothespins. Now what we're going to do is, and I've glued 5 on this one to start with, you be sure you glue it on so that you can mash your clothespin down here. You don't want to put it on the other way, because that won't work. We'd have all of our cards bunched together right in the middle. So you put hot glue on the back of your, or on the one edge of your clothespin. I want to put some glue on the back of my clothespin, just where I want it to stick to my lid here. Put some more glue in my glue gun. And it doesn't take a whole lot. I've tested this ahead of time. But I do want to get them evenly spaced on here if possible. And what I'm doing is gluing mine. If you look at your clothespin, right here's where the spring is, and I'm gluing mine where that spring is right on the edge. That way I don't have to measure, and I know they're going to be approximately the same length. And it doesn't take long to do this. This might be a project if you have a child and want to do something with them. Might be a project they could do. Just be careful with the glue gun if it gets very hot, because it does burn. I've burned my fingers several times. And just glue these all the way around, keeping them as even as possible. And by the way, if you do mess up on one, it will come off pretty easily, and then you can just glue it up back on. So I just glue these all the way around. The holiday season is coming rapidly, and I love the holiday season with Thanksgiving and Christmas and the family get-togethers. That's what I enjoy most about all of it, the family get-togethers. Of course, Christmas has gotten to be so expensive, but I don't spend a lot of money on Christmas. I don't have it to spend, so I just do the best I can. But homemade gifts to me are really special, and I always try to make something for my grandchildren for Christmas. And now, my great-grandchildren also, and I have a new one. I have a new great-granddaughter. And while I'm just sitting here talking, I'd like to say hello to some special people that I've met. A friend of mine called me and says, "You've got to get out here to this yard sale." Okay, so you know who I'm going to, if it's you, you know who I'm going to say hi to. Because there was all kinds of material and craft things, and so I went out and visited with the people and looked through their stuff and really had a good time. Now this clothespin's kind of messed up on the edge, so I'm going to take this one. And it was Kay and her husband, and they were having a yard sale and just selling gobs and gobs of wonderful stuff. You know, they say one man's trash is another man's treasure. I totally believe that, because I can do things with things that other people would throw away, and I'm sure that it works the other way around. I do appreciate you letting me know that you watch my program. And I do want to encourage you, if you have suggestions, comments, things you do like, things you don't like, please let me know. I was eating in Popeyes the other day, and there was a couple in there, and I noticed they kept looking my way, and I just went ahead with my eating. When they got ready to leave, they got up and dumped their trash. Nice people. We all love that, don't we? And he walked over to me. It was a man and woman. And he says, "Aren't you that lady on TV?" I said, "Yes, sir, I am." He said, "We watch your show all the time, but my wife wants to know when you're going to do more quilting shows. So look for them in the very near future. I'll be doing some more programs on quilting. I love to make quilts. I love to quilt, but I don't do it very often because it takes so long, and I'm one of those people that stays so busy that I really don't have time to quilt. But quilting is almost a lost art, especially the handmade quilts. And I love quilts. They're so warm and cozy. Oh, I put that one in the wrong place. See, it comes off real easy. Covered up my holes there. Can't do that, can I? Okay. I went to Old Fashioned Day this past Saturday. Even though it did rain, it quit after a while, and we got to go and look around, and I looked at the quilt and the quilts and all, and the local quilt guild says, "Well, how come you haven't been by to see what we do?" I said, "Are you open between 2 and 4 a.m.? Talking about staying busy, and they just laughed. And I know everybody is busy, but that's just the way it is. Now, see how that works? Got a little hot glue on there, but I can just peel that off in a little bit. If I want to, it won't really be necessary. If I want to, I could take a bow. This is a bow that I have made, and we made some bows last week, so hopefully you remember how to do it. If not, give me a call, and I'll do it again on TV, or tell you how, or I'll get instructions to you some way. And I can run these through the holes that I punched. I say I can, I know I can. Like the little engine that thought he could. That's something I used to tell my students. Don't ever tell me I can't. Tell me you don't want to. Tell me you don't know how. Tell me something, but don't tell me I can't. You just haven't tried. And I do realize that we can't always do everything, but if we can, you know, we need to. And if we can't, well, we need to make sure that we can't before we say it. Now, I could leave that bow on there and just hang it up. You could put a Christmas ornament. I want to show you what it might look like with a Christmas ornament on it. You might want to put this, just, you know, a bigger hanging ornament or something like this. Might want to hang that on there. And you could just get a little piece of wire. And I've got that sitting around here right in front of my face. Just take this little piece of wire. Oh, the scissors sprung open. Run this through here. Run it through my little holes here. And, oops. Pull it through there and just twist your wire, and it's attached. And then what we do is when we get Christmas cards, we'll just clip them on here. You just mash your, well, if it's hanging on the wall, you can just mash your clothespin down, put your cards in it, wherever you want them. And if you want to see more of your Christmas cards, you might want to spread your clothespins out a little more, but the farther apart you spread the clothespins, the less cards you'll be able to put on there. Now, how's that? Is that good for a project for Christmas? It's quick, it's easy, it's something kids can do if they want to. You could even let them cut out a square or a circle out of cardboard. I thought about using the plastic corrugated poster board that you can get, poster stuff you can get. You could use that. You could cut it into any shape, make it any size you want. You could have a place here to hang your, to display your Christmas cards. And like I say, you could put your bow on there. You could put some kind of a Christmas ornament. Or if you want to, you could just leave that space, put another clothespin on that space and have room for another card. You might want to put your grandchildren's picture in the middle of it. Put, if it's your first Christmas, you might want to put a picture of husband and wife on there. There's so many different things that you can do with crafts like this. So many ways that you can alter things. I do this just to give you ideas. I think I'm going to use this one this year, though. And you might want to use two. If you have a place you could hang two on the wall. You know, there's just many things you can do with this. And I'm going to finish my big one here and use it also. But if you have ideas for Christmas decorations or even Halloween, Thanksgiving, let me know. I'm not opposed to using your ideas. If you're not, I don't mind sharing your ideas if you have any good ideas. But because sometimes I have trouble finding ideas, or my brain won't wake up and work real good. But I do that, and there's just a lot of ways you can use it. I have found this bow in my Christmas decorations, and I thought, well, this bow might look good on this one because it's all red. And I chose poinsettias intentionally for this because I don't like the idea of Santa Claus. That's my opinion. Now, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. When I don't have little kids around, I don't like to do a lot of Santa things because that's not what Christmas is about. It's about the birth of Jesus, and it's about life. God gave His Son so that we could have eternal life, and you know, Santa Claus is okay if that's what you want to do. But I just like to have poinsettias or manger scenes, things like that. like I say, if you have ideas, please let me know. I love to decorate for fall. I love to decorate for Thanksgiving. I love to decorate for Christmas. I just love to decorate. Not that I'm that good at it, in my opinion, but I love to decorate anyway. Well, that's our project for today. It's very fast. It's very easy. It's very inexpensive. The clothespins, like I said, were $1 for this, I think 36 clothespins, and that's more than enough to do one of these. These were 2 for $1. I made the bow out of ribbon I bought a few years ago, so that was inexpensive. The spray paint was the most expensive thing I bought. And you can spray paint them any color you want, or you might want to do red and green, whatever. But that's the project for today. If you have comments, if you have questions, please give me a call. 501-317-7187. That's 7187. Let me know what you think about the program. Let me know what kind of ideas you have. If you have an idea you would like to share on the program, I'll let you come and share it. I'm not hoggish about this chair. I'll share it with you.